The following segment is sponsored by Dr. Darm at Aesthetic Medicine.
Welcome back to AM Northwest. You exercise, you eat right, but you still can't lose that tummy pooch. What can you do? Well, here to share how they can help lose those pockets of diet-resistant fat, we welcome back from Aesthetic Medicine, Dr. Jerry Darm. Hey, Jerry, how's it going?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. So I know that you started out really doing you were a weight loss specialist for quite a while.
Oh, for 20 years. And for 20 years, we worked with patients who wanted to lose weight. And then we gradually, kind of morphed into taking off little bits and pieces of it.
Yeah. So what did you learn during that time about exercise and what it can do and what type of
exercise is great for you. Exercise is something that everyone should do, and walking, to be honest with you, is the best exercise. But if you walk a mile a day for a year, that's how long it takes to lose about 10 pounds. So it's very slow. And pumping iron isn't going to allow you to lose any weight whatsoever. Right. It just builds the muscle. So running, and most people don't know that running, if you take a treadmill and tilt it up, that's equivalent to running, and it's less traumatic. So as we get older, our joints don't, tolerate running so much.
Right.
So walking, 2 or 3 miles a day is going to extend your life. It's going to buy you 20 or 30 pounds. But it takes a long time to see those results. And ultimately, it's not going to get rid of those little areas that are bugging you. And, like here,
right,
the chin or the overhang in your tummy. So those, have to be physically removed. And there's only, believe it or not, there's only 2 or 3 pounds in those areas. And it's the last 2 or 3 pounds to go.
Yeah. And oftentimes, too, when you do remove them at Aesthetic Medicine, it gives people motivation to start exercising or keep exercising, it seems like to me.
They can look 20 pounds lighter, in a day, and so they achieve that result. Some of these people have been going to the gym for 2, 3 hours a day for years. And can't, we hear this story every day. People doing that much exercise and that little stubborn areas just won't go. So by getting rid of them, it's motivating, and they look 20 pounds lighter. And then they can do the other things, and diet, honestly, dietary change is the #1 factor in terms of losing weight. It accounts for about 90% of weight loss, versus only about for exercise.
And the time when you take the fat that happens, right here's the stomach fat that we're talking about, that's a big difference.
Well, it's huge. And also, this amount of fat can cause back pain. It can cause all kinds of other medical issues. And so, we do this every day. We've done 20,000 of these, Helen, over the course of the last 13 years. And so it's very, very safe. It's very easy. There's only a couple of days of downtime, and our patients are just so happy. And then they go back to the gym, they go back to their exercise. And then I tell them, what I tell them? I say, go back and tell the other people at the gym that you exercised this off.
Well, I think you've shown us too, and let's take a look at a before and after of a neck issue, because this looks amazingly like she looks younger with this.
There's no way to exercise.
You can't exercise that off.
And no amount of weight loss is going to get rid of this.
And also, there's no such thing as spot reducing, right?
Spot reducing? What do you mean spot reducing?
Well, sometimes people think that they can exercise off like their
a certain area.
A certain area.
No, those are it's just, and even here's the worst part of it, okay? If you were able to exercise it off or weight loss it off, you're going to end up with saggy skin. So you're better, weirdly, it's counterintuitive, Helen, but you're better off to take it off first and then lose the weight, because our procedure tightens the skin, and then the skin sticks to the muscle, and so you don't get any sagging. We've had a number of patients who've lost a bunch of weight after this procedure, and the skin remained tight, and there was no sagging.
Oh, and what about age? Does it matter how old you are?
Well, here's the other really interesting thing about these areas, and that is that a lot of them are probably due to hormonal change. So when women go through the menopause, or some women with breast cancer who take these medications that block the estrogen, they'll come in and they'll say, you know what, in 2 months, I developed this little paunch. And so we refer these patients out to, our hormonal therapy specialists who can readjust their hormones and help them in that arena. But a lot of this is hormones. And of course, we all know as we age that the hormones disappear.
Right, absolutely. We want to tell our viewers, if you would like to find out more, you can contact Aesthetic Medicine in Lake Oswego. We'll put the information on our website at KATU.com. Dr. Darm, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Helen.
All right.